Hi guys, and welcome back. Here I'm going to show you where I made a mistake when I carried my picture out of the one shop to the next shop. I had splattered some water, and of course we all know that illustration paint you can't do that because it's very thin, and you have to have a protectant on it before it gets out in the weather or anything like that. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to fix it. And the easiest way that I've ever known how to fix it is just cover it back up with white and completely start over that one area there. I'm spraying white on it where the water ran down. I think there's even some on his nose that I'll be spraying. But then I will come back in with the color that I used for his forehead and spray that in there lightly. And at one point, I think I got it a little bit too dark, and then I have to go back again and do this step. But it things can be fixed um, when you make a mistake or something like this happen. And I know that it was there, and I know the difference. But someone else, if they're not looking for it, they're not going to be able to tell it. They're just going to see what is there. So I think now I switch over and I'm beginning to spray in the flesh color over the white, and you always want to do that lightly at a time because if you don't, you can get carried away, and which I have done before, and then make it too dark, and then you have to start all over. So um, it's just a process. It just still has a few little specks that I'm trying to fix there on the eye. I was so upset when this happened, but I thought, well, it's a um, good teaching tool for you all to see that if you ever do anything like that to your work, you can fix it. I'm spraying back over the color over the flesh, and there is a bit of a shift, a color shift, but Um, that can be dealt with by just spraying some of the opposite color in there. It's really not even enough to even bother with. I don't think a person that is not that in tune to art is going to be able to pick that up. But I sprayed just one too many times, I think, on the forehead there. I should have left it alone, and I got a little bit too dark. But then once again, too, this is not even close to um, the color buildup that I'm going to do on um, his hair and his beard and his eyes. So when I add in the darker colors there, that's going to pop out the face a little bit more so that it doesn't look so dark. And of course, I could come back in and spray some white and lighten that up a bit. the color shift on his forehead, if you notice, it's it's from spraying the there's like a bluish greenish color shift on there, which will I will have to fix and come back and spray white again and then go back over it. My camera kept messing up. I'm just having one of those weeks with the camera. Here I'm starting to add some darker shades in there. And I think I'm just using burnt umber. I don't think I really mixed. Um, burnt umber itself is a really beautiful brown with a red, kind of a red hue to it, and I really like it. Um, but too, I think sometimes I can get carried away spraying too much of it, and then your person starts to look like a cartoon character rather than a real person. So that is something I'm noticing here on the Jesus that I'm doing. I'm making it too pronounced, and our features in are just really not that pronounced. So I will come back with this, and the reason why I'm saying I'm noticing it is because until I really step back and do these videos or really look at the artwork, I am not seeing it. So sometimes it's really good to step away from your artwork and come back, and then you can notice and pick up on little things you need to fix, things you need to change, um, colors even that's not looking right, and then you can go from there. And I know that the person's really wanting this, so I want to get it done, but I also am not going to give something to a person that's not good because your work that you put out, you always want to try to make it your best because it reflects on you. And the darker colors help a little bit, but not not what is needed for his forehead to look natural. So I'm gonna have to come back in there and change that. And you guys get to watch the process of it, which won't be completed in this video, I'm afraid. There are to be more pictures of Jesus smiling, right? I mean, with his disciples and him teaching his disciples, I can't imagine him being serious all the time. I'm sure they laughed and cut up with one another. I am liking the smile, I have to say. He just looks like he's happy to be holding that baby, as he would be happy to be holding the babies. I'm sorry, am I showing my faith side of me? Okay, I'm not ashamed of my faith. I love Jesus. I love God. And I love painting religious things, but I also know that you have to paint other stuff too to be able to make it. So I do them all except for witchcraft stuff. I will not paint that. And I get asked all the time. Everybody wants skulls and everybody wants uh, witchcraft and no, I'd rather paint portraits and pets and fun things, flames and chrome. And my dog is laying beside me. He's had a rough day. He's an old guy, but he has been with me through so much. He's my little painter dog. And this is just a nylon German pencil that I am going to be showing you how you can get a lot of detail by scratching out some places in the beard and put in a lot of highlights, and then you would like spray over it again and then scratch out again and then spray over it again and then scratch out again. Just a process, same as building up on your fire, kind of. This is putting in those highlights, and you may not have to paint over it that many times, but it just really pops your artwork out when you do that. It sets you apart from the norm because, you know, I've seen a lot of airbrush artwork, and one of the things they miss is just those little tiny things that just really pops things out and makes them more realistic. Not that it has to look realistic. I've seen a lot of really great artwork that's, you know, not that way. And I'm not one that I don't care for a lot of abstract work today. I mean, I look at it and I don't see what everybody likes about it, but and I do like some, you know, I like photorealism, of course, but then I also like the illustration where you're not, it's just illustrated to look, but it's not, it's like it's out of focus, I guess, is what the kind of artwork I like. It's just, it's there, but it's kind of blurry. I don't know the name of it. I just know what I like. Thanks for watching and come back.